Hi Graham, thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to ask you some questions that we think our valued customers would like to hear about from yourself at Regent Seven Seas Cruises. So first of all, we're going to start with the Healthy Sail Panel. Obviously Regent are a member of this group and have been influential on putting together the Healthy Sail Panel. Can you tell us a little bit about that and some of the recommendations and how that will help support your return to cruise?
Certainly. Morning, Alison. Morning, everyone at SixStarCruises. Yeah, the Healthy Sail Panel. Let me explain who that is. That is a combination of partnership between Royal Caribbean Group and Norwegian Cruise Line Group to get together the experts in order to the cruise lines to get back to sailing as quickly as possible. They have produced, or we have produced in conjunction with Royal Caribbean, 74 details, best practices that we presented to the CDC, and we are beginning to roll out on all of our ships in preparation to sailing soon. There's more coming soon. It kind of covers testing on board. It covers all the protocols on board, embark, debark, all the safety crew, and everything relating to making sure that we are safe once we get back to sea. More is coming all the time, and certainly in the next few weeks we'll be releasing that to the world.
Great, we look forward to hearing more about that and of course sharing it with our customers. How do you think life on board a cruise will change as a result of the health and safety protocols? And cruise lines are talking about making cruising better, not just safer. So what kinds of things have Regent got planned in that regard?
Well, that's a great question, and Regent has always been social distancing, just because of our size. We have mid-sized ships that can normally accommodate 2,000 people, that we carry 600 to 700 people. So, luxury is space, and we've provided that in abundance right from the word go. It's part of our DNA. But we can make even more of that. We have large pool decks, we have large theatres, two-tier theatres, so we can social distance. We calculate that we've got about 100 square feet per person public space on our ships, which is massive. We installed medical grade filters to make the air conditioning even stronger. We have no queues, never have had, and still won't. No gatherings. So it is about space and luxury, and of course the three things that we need to concentrate on in terms of from a buying is the luxury of space, the value of space. It has a value. It's not free, but of course now we know the importance of space. So all of these line up to make Regent a real possibility, I think, for your customers to consider going forward.
Absolutely. And how are you finding that and the current climate collectively is affecting popularity and trends? Are certain destinations or certain itineraries more popular than they would have been in other times?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's still a kind of a hesitancy in some areas to book, but we're seeing there is a pent-up demand. We're seeing bookings are strong for the back end of 21 and early 22. Significantly growth in that area, but we know there's more to come because we hear about it. We survey our guests, and we know they can't wait to come back on board. What we are seeing is people going further, they're going longer, and they're upgrading, and they're taking more cruises. They haven't had a cruise in 2020. I think there's a massive loss of people not taking a cruise. We know it from our own personal experience, not being able to go on holiday. So they're ramping it up for when we are back, 21, 22, and even 23 now. We're seeing multiple cruises being booked with our new season launch. So it is slightly changing. People have missed their families, they miss their friends. So we're seeing people gather to say, we're going on this cruise, you want to come and join us? So we're seeing family groups and friend groups all booking the same cruise so they can spend time with each other, which they missed over the last 7 months.
Yeah, I agree. We're seeing a lot of those same trends at Six Star Cruises too. You mentioned there your 23 program, and obviously you are recently launching, or you will be launching your 22 and 23 program. Is there anything new in there, whether that's new itineraries, different destinations, any highlights or any tips for us on what you think will sell first?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's interesting I mentioned about the pent-up demand, because we recently launched our World Cruise just a couple of weeks ago, and that filled up within a week. This is a 2023 World Cruise, 140 odd days. I can't remember exactly how many, 143 days or something. And it filled up within a week. Every
Amazing.
single suite is completely full. No segments, full. So that is the first time ever. I think it's the first cruise line ever to fill up a cruise of a ship with full cruise only. So that's a remarkable demonstration of that people are wanting to get back to sea as quickly as possible, and duration is not a hindrance, and nor is distance. So on the regular cruising, we just put out our pre-registrations, and we're seeing lots of people going to Asia. Tokyo is definitely one of my favorites, and that's gonna sell out as always very, very quickly. I like the Alaska cruises from Vancouver down to Los Angeles. That's quite a strong cruise, I think, as we go forward. Again, I like Australia. People are going down to Australia. Combine it with visiting family and friends. You know, people have got a lot of friends and family down in Australia, so they're combining a trip down a long way down to Australia or New Zealand with a cruise between the two, which is always very, very popular. I think one of my favorite for next year, 22 or 23 actually, will be the Caribbean cruise out of Barbados. So you don't have to go into Miami, you go flying straight into Barbados and do the Windward and Leeward Islands. That's a cracking 10-night cruise on Navigator. For Mediterranean, Black Sea is strong. That will be very, very popular. You only do it once a year, so that sells out fast. And then again, another cruise that sells out quickly is the New York to Reykjavik in October. No, it's June. Sorry, that's a June cruise. And that goes across the top from New York right the way up to Greenland, northern Canada to Iceland. And then, of course, we have a number of other cruises that are going to be very, very strong next year. Mediterranean Splendor is up over this part of the world. So, you know, we're going to see a lot of cruises, people wanting to get on Splendor when she finally arrives here.
Yeah, excellent. Lots of exciting things. I think a lot of those destinations are trip of a lifetime destinations as well. So people are perhaps thinking of places they've never been before, and perhaps that the future years after this pandemic is the perfect time to experience some of those destinations. So I agree with you that some of those things will be really popular for 2022 and 23. So do you have any other upcoming announcements for us to look forward to? So you've obviously talked about the Healthy Sail panel, and that your region will be sharing more information as that becomes available, and your new programme launch. What's next for region? Are there any other things that we should be looking out for and sharing with our customers?
Getting back at sea. We're not far away. We think we are very close to being announcing we're going to get back on the water. That's what we're all trying to achieve now. That's the biggest thing that we can work on. To make sure that when we come back stronger, more luxurious, safer, and with fantastic itineraries, and get our crew back welcoming our guests, and they are so excited about welcoming our guests again. That is that news is not too far away, I can assure you.
We look forward to hearing about that, Graham. As you say, that's something that we've all been waiting for, both of those who work within the travel industry, but also guests. And indeed, as you mentioned before, for our own holidays, we've definitely missed travel. So thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to catching up with you in the coming weeks on your next announcements, and see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Alison. Thank you. All the best.